Hi, how are you all? Welcome to Katie program, whatever we want to call it. Still haven't given it a name as yet. But I'm Catherine Dorr, and I'm here today to share with you a daily mantra and some reflections and affirmations. And today's session is going to have a couple of affirmations in it. Just bear with me for a minute while I just set this to mute so that you don't hear an echo. Hopefully, I can stop it before it goes. Oh, there we go. They probably heard the echo. Anyway, welcome, and here we go. So today, this quote came up actually on June 24th. So I'm a little few days behind, but it's such a awesome mantra that came up. Now, the person who wrote the quote is actually anonymous, so we don't know who it is, but it really reflects and resonates with me as to what I have been journeying through in these last couple of years of doing my coaching journey, and breaking free from that glass ceiling that we've heard talked about by other people. So it says, this is the quote: "I am a free spirit. Either admire me from the ground or fly with me, but don't ever try to cage me." And I thought that is such a beautiful self-love declaration, in the fact that we are all free spirits and we can all do things, whatever we choose to do. But I'm just aware there's some sounds coming up from upstairs. My children have just come home, so if you hear some interruptions, please bear with me. Yeah, but having that free spirit and being able to be wholly and solely ourselves, vulnerable and authentic and beautiful, and breaking free from the restrictions and the cage and the I think it was either it was Brené Brown or Glennon Doyle that said it about the glass ceilings, right? And that idea that we're often held down by this invisible force that tells us of how we should be and what we should do, and not to break through that. And you know what? To hell with it, break through the whole freaking lot, because you are worth it, and you should not ever be caged into something that you don't want to fit into. You can be whatever you choose to be within your limitations of imagination and abilities. But yeah, so that one really resonated with me and has reminded me so much of my journey to be free more. And free spirit is so much more than just, being able to fly high, but it's being playful and creative and sinking into our vulnerable spaces and being who we are at our core, which is absolutely amazing to be able to do. So anyway, that's my reflection on that. So Lisa Messenger's response to that is: never let anyone box you in, hold you back, or keep you small, and never live according to someone else's expectations. I choose to live an authentic life free from the expectations of others. So yeah, as you can see, Lisa agrees with me. I agree with Lisa. Lisa agrees with me. It's really about being able to live authentically and vulnerably and beautifully you, like sinking into what is really you, not the people pleaser, not the procrastinator, not the perfectionist, not the busy person, not all those different layers of people that we try to show to the outside world, or how we've learnt from being our upbringing, but who we are at our core, like our real true values, the things that make us beautiful inside. That's our free spirit. So anyway, that was really vulnerable, really special for me. So yeah, that's one thing. And I can hear a child coming up the steps, so I'll just have to let them know that I am recording, so they'll have to come back in a moment. So there you go. Next one. So this one is by Dr. Seuss. So we all know how amazing Dr. Seuss is with his words, and really fits in very well with this last quote, last mantra. So here's his quote for today: when something bad happens, you have three choices. You can either let it define you, let it destroy you, or you can let it strengthen you. So thanks, Dr. Seuss. You are exactly right. We can choose either one of those three things. A bit of a deflection today. I was listening to a recording and I was reminded that the world is made up of three components. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to remember these, but what is it? Neurons, protons. No, I'm going to forget them. That's terrible. Now I'm going to shame myself on public YouTube. Gosh, I'm sure you'll put all the comments down the bottom and tell me, but they're the three: neurons, protons, and something. Maybe I should Google it. Okay. Oh, you know what? I've got it on my notes here because I remember looking at it, writing some notes down. Was it protons, neutrons, and electrons? That's it. The electrons is the important bit because that's where energy is, and that's what connects us and creates us, the vibrations, right? But yeah, so those three components make up everything. Everything comes within those three components, and so does life's choices. Life's choices comes down to three things: destroy it, to define you, or strengthen you. So we can use those things as ways. And isn't it interesting how often we find things in threes in the world, in nature, in our thinking and situations? But yeah, having choices is so powerful. Being able to have opportunities to choose things and not be limited to black and white. When we see that there's three, we realize there's three dimensions in the world. And so whenever you're having a I can or I can't moment, think, well, there's another option. There's always another option. There's never just black and white, even though it seems to be that way. There's never really the extreme of all situations is the only options. There's quite often gradients in between. So I'm not particularly great with my words today. So yeah, here you get to see me vulnerable today. Anyway, so Lisa's message to this is: people take on a victim mentality when they let the thing that has happened to them define or destroy them. If you feel that mindset coming on, try to think, this is happening for me rather than to me. Let's dig deep and let our experiences strengthen us. I will choose strength over struggle. Wow, that one is really, that one's really powerful to remember. That quite often it's like, why does the world hate me? Or why always me? Or why am I the person who always has this problem? Or why it's just quite often starts with a why question. We just get really think that everything happens to us, but the world keeps turning with or without us. The life keeps going. Grass grows, trees grow, people live, people die, things happen, and they don't happen to us, they happen for us, as in we're just part of this whole program, this whole thing that's happening that continues through life cycles, and we get to choose how we turn up. And we get to choose how and what we do and how we participate with it. Because if something is given to us, we get to say, do we want to dance with it, or do we want to run from it, or do we want to, choose how you want to show and what you want to do, because you can. Right? Let's be honest, you can choose how to turn up or what to do. So if you're finding yourself saying, oh, I'm struggling so hard, or it's so hard, or it's difficult, or I'm failing, which, by the way, I recognize I say a lot myself, so you're not alone. But if you find yourself doing those things, stop and think, maybe I'm just being a little dramatic, and my brain is being attracted to that at the moment, and that's natural and normal in these circumstances. And maybe there is another choice. Maybe I don't have to choose the hard road. Maybe I've been constantly choosing the hard road because I thought that was the way through. But maybe I can choose another one, or maybe I can just wait until the path comes open a bit more. That it doesn't have to be hard. We've just learned to make it hard. So anyway, another one that I've digressed on. The next one I wanted to share with you is by a lady called Deb Schofield, and Sofield. And she writes: attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you admire. That's powerful. That one's worth writing on a board somewhere, writing on a post-it note, sticking it on your wall. Let me read that out to you again. Attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you admire. So this one again fits in very fittingly with the one before, because we get to choose how we turn up and what we act like and what we want to be like and what we need to have and all those type of things. What do we need to be doing in order to live the life we want to be having or living or experiencing, rather than being at whim like a leaf tossed to and fro. We can be a mountain that chooses to stay rock solid. So when we do make intentional choices and make decisions that will head us in the right direction, that often will help us on our journey to be what we want. So if we are looking instead going, why can't I be like that person? Again, you're asking those frivolous questions that are not getting you anywhere. They're just meaningless and they're designed to make you suffer. Whereas if instead you go, well, what does that person have that I don't have, and how can I get it? And what can I do to get that direction or go that way? You'd be surprised. As soon as you start putting some energy into it and start working out how you can get there rather than complaining about it, things might change. Things actually might change. So be more intentional and if you recognize what you expect, what you desire, what you respect and what you admire, then you're going to be on the right track to self-fulfillment anyway, because they're what you choose. Like, we're drawn to things that we like, and so we reflect those things as well, or we want to be those things, because otherwise we wouldn't be attracted to them, So anyway, Lisa's message to this is the thoughts you focus on will manifest. So reflect the type of person you want to become, emulate the actions of someone you look up to, and mirror the traits of someone you admire. Make these daily habits and see how things around you begin to shift. I am worthy of my desires. Powerful, totally impacting, powerful. That is true. This is about the worthy desires, and that you can live the life you want to be living. And if you're not, then why not? What's stopping you? And if you start to say, well, this reason or this reason or this reason, they're just simple reasons. They're reasons that are going to keep you in a suffering and hard place. Instead, try to find ways to eliminate the reasons or to reduce them, because our ego will always find ways to protect us and to defend us, and you don't have to. You don't have to defend and protect yourself. You're a full-grown, capable adult nowadays. There are so many opportunities out there that we can get and we can use. So go out and start seizing them and start using them. I know this may sound harsh, but stop making the excuses. Stop holding back. What have you been waiting for? Like, what's stopping you from going and doing that thing that you wanted to do? Like, and I know I hear all the arguments that come up. Oh, but if it's too much money, or I haven't got enough time, or all those type of things. They're just excuses. And if you want to hold on to the excuses, keep them. That's fine. No one's going to suffer except you. And in the meantime, if you had made that decision now, in 3 years' time, when you're looking at this decision again, you'll have done it. And you'll have been that bit closer towards living the life you want to be living. So it's up to you what you want to be doing. But yeah, I guess that's my message for today. I've had a good chat. I don't know if I can actually I don't think it records how long I've been talking. So, I don't know. I guess I should probably do a bit more research, but this is all practice for me as I start adventuring in the realms of YouTube. I just wanted to come here authentic and vulnerable, and you can see where I've progressed from where I couldn't even turn a camera on, and I kept blubbling my way through it, saying every third word. There you go. Now I've said it. I'm going to start repeating it. That I have come so far, and this is about the practice. So if I can do it, then you can do it too, and we can all help each other. It's the ripple effect, right? If someone's helping me and I'm helping somebody else and you're helping somebody else as well, then it's a flow down effect. And so we can make the world a greater place by doing it little bit by little bit, and helping our neighbor by giving them a hand up. So this is my handout to you to help you up. I hope you're having a great day, and sending you love and light your way until our paths meet again. Take care, and bye for now.